we have seen amphibious exercises, we have seen spy planes, we have seen warplanes flying over Taiwan. It's clearly China is agitating for something. What do you think that something is?
Yeah, great to be with you. Well, that something is most likely Taiwan's semiconductor industry. China has been very clear that it seeks to be a world-class contender in the semiconductor industry. And right now, Taiwan is the big juggernaut. So they have all the advanced capabilities. They have the most advanced fabs. It's a juicy target.
Yeah. What is the likelihood of straight up conflict? I mean, a military incursion. I don't want to use the other word, invasion. I guess I just did. Is there any chance that there is real military force by China used against Taiwan? Or is this more of, as you have said in some of your writings, a gray zone? In other words, kind of spook them and maybe spook customers of Taiwanese companies so they don't do business there because they're simply nervous about the economic future?
Yeah, I think a hot war, kinetic action, it's very much a low probability, high impact scenario. Something we have to think about just because of the huge implications, but it's unlikely to happen. Much more likely is what you said, right? Gray zone tactics. And this is that area between peace and war. There's a variety of ways you can go about this. Information warfare, economic coercion, cyber attack. And you mentioned the types of intimidation through military shows of force that we've seen. There's a lot that Beijing can do to influence Taiwanese domestic politics. It can influence Western perceptions of what China is doing in Taiwan. I think that's where Beijing's focus area is going to be.
Is there anything the U.S. or European leaders can do to stop this, Martin?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen strong shows of support from the administration for Taiwan. The United States has come out very strongly with statements and phone calls and visits. There was the Quad Summit that had strong language about Taiwan. And now, of course, the G7 statement. That in and of itself is very significant, that these technology leading democracies are coming out saying that we stand with Taiwan. So yeah, the support is there, but of course, there's a lot more that needs to be done, right? We have to have a military show of force to make sure that Beijing understands that the type of intimidation that they're pursuing will not get them the results that they're looking for.
How long does this go on? I mean, what exactly, is there an end game for China where maybe their semiconductor industry starts to take a bunch of share from Taiwan semi and then they let up? I mean, what exactly would be the goal here?
Well, we're in a long-term strategic competition. Technology is very much at the center of this competition. So I mentioned how China is very much focused on indigenizing cutting-edge semiconductor fabrication. They've made a lot of progress, but they also have some major headwinds. In particular, they are entirely dependent on foreign companies for semiconductor manufacturing equipment. If you combine that with the long-term strategy of the United States to keep China at least 2 generations behind on the state of the art, that makes it difficult for China to catch up. They have to spend a lot of money. They have to make up for human capital shortfalls. So when you consider that they have a lot of that capability sitting 100 miles off their shore, you have to start worrying about, will Beijing take certain actions to shortcut their indigenous development and go for the shorter route and look to Taiwan to fill that gap?
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.